like less than half a centimeter, and it's the most painful thing ever because like you walk on it. It's so annoying. There's something
Yeah.
so small makes it.
Listen, this
But
is your excuse to just sit down all day, isn't it?
you
Oh
cannot go to
no,
the gym
I
tomorrow.
can't go pick up the kids. My toe has a
Yeah.
scratch.
It's so annoying. Like you see, it's the smallest cut ever. It's like
Honestly.
so painful.
Those I always find in life, it's the Jesus Christ, this blanket, me and just like I'm wrestling this thing. Ah, oh, hold on. I feel like Anakin when he's going to slay all the Jedi children.
A Skywalker.
Yeah, but when he's going through the temple to kill all the kids. Not that I'm going to kill any Jedi kids.
Oh,
Can't even see the chat. There it is. There we are. Okie dokie dokie dokie. So let's skedoodle this. Round two.
we
Why
are
isn't
on
my
a roll.
Discord line? My Discord being so weird. It's like gone full screen and I hate it. Anyway. Okay, so let's just yeah, yeah. It's just so ridiculous because they do it all over the shop. Like, then they times it by the half height. I'm like, would you just so you just want to like, yeah? Then they subtract the up vector times by the half height, but wouldn't so you're
Yeah,
just getting the root. So wouldn't you just get the root? Like, oh mate, it's so ridiculous. Oh, anyway,
yeah. Actually, that thing there, like current location, really like get
well
difficult.
that's in the actual the root modifier stuff. So that's some engine stuff. So I'm not going to touch it. Yeah, um, but I'm going to change all of this crap. See, like even this stuff, I just all this stuff is wrong.
No, I mean,
Um,
yeah, that is, yeah, I mean, yeah,
I can't believe you broke everything there.
yeah, but just, yeah, no, I mean, that was always like that, but, that's got so much, clearance that it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's good to be very accurate on everything. So let's do it.
Oh, this one I don't want to change. Oh man, this stuff I'm gonna. Yeah, I mean, well, that stuff's gonna change anyway. So
I'm quickly gonna do that tapping thing for.
well, so I'll speak with Drew about it. Are you talking about for the safety tap?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, so I was speaking with Drew about it, and it was like, so he made a really good point. It was about like the safety tap and it being like an input, and it was like it's one of those ones where any landing from a certain point, not safety tapping, doesn't make sense. So so then I was like, but the issue with doing it all the time was where it was like, it was very jarring because, like, before, basically anything above, because like in real life, anything above like head height, really, you're most likely going
Yeah,
to safety tap. We'll do some kind of that, right? But in a game, head height is nothing. So
yeah,
the constant safety tap not only makes it quite jarring, but it also takes away from the coolness of the animation when you see it all the time. Um,
yeah,
Now, I think potentially then, what if we just up that threshold so that a safety tap was like, rather than you have to input it, a safety tap is a default. But then there's the flip side, right? That if you don't do the safe tap, should you then bail on landing? But then I'm like, you, I feel like that's adding an input to it may be more realistic in that way, but is that really gonna? It's like you then have to move your hand to press more often than you may necessarily want to, and will it keep the player playing as much? You know, like you because you play and you think like it just fall off, and I think it might actually be cooler if it dynamically reacted to the height as opposed to me telling it to safety tap.
yeah, yeah. I agree. Yes.
Because he made a good
Um.
because it was like sometimes it made because he made a point of like if like say you dropped off something high and you didn't safety tap, the normal landing looks like it doesn't make sense, like he just takes it, so then you should bail if you don't safety tap. But then it's also like, why am I bailing from a height that doesn't look that high in game? So then if you safety tap, because I think the thing with the previous version is that basically anything you could drop off would result in a safety tap. So I think it's more so important to find that common thread, that good threshold where it's like, look, if you just drop off a thing, you might just go back into locomotion, or you'll just do, a heavy landing on your feet. But then if you really drop off this thing, you're gonna be doing safety taps, right? And then we say, okay, now there's a point where if you don't roll, you will crunch yourself and die.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that one is already taken into account. There is a point in which you need to either like roll it or you crash. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that
that
is
one's already
already
done.
like, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
more so
No,
just should
it's
the
more
safety
like,
tap be an input?
yeah, exactly. So it's more like in one of those scenarios which is that in the gray area, like
Yeah, where
it's
it could
both
be
in
both,
the
right?
gray area of the video game, in the gray area of like real life, because you
Real
cannot
life,
like
yeah.
sort of like you cannot um extrapolate too much, because then in the video game nothing really would make sense, because it's like, yeah, but why you don't jump off 100 meters
Yeah,
and you do all the
100%.
silly things because it's fun to play, but then like we need to draw a line. So yeah, how do we avoid, because all I see is for the most part all the drops that we realistically have in the game, they will all go to these automatically.
That's see that was my
Yeah,
my point. My point was that it actually seems that like so many the drops that people are most likely to do will
yeah,
either require a roll or have to be a safety tap.
yeah,
Because there's not that many, like, we're doing a lot of work for that case of like, oh, stepping off a thing, but really you're rarely gonna do that, right? Like you're actually rarely gonna find a case that like it's such a small ledge that you're gonna go onto or drop off it, right? And then in that point, because of the lack of frequencies, you may as well just freaking just boop, like you just do the step pipe crap. um so yeah, for that exact, like, yeah, that scenario exactly, basically it is like, yeah, we just everywhere, Jesus.
I agree that it should be actually the other way around. So it should be you, the thing that you're doing more frequently, it needs to work flawlessly. Like the thing that you do more frequently, you don't need to move your fingers. That should always be the principle, right? And
Yeah.
it needs to look good, right? Because at the moment, if you fall, it does, and you don't tap anything, and you fall for more than 0.5 seconds, so like medium height for a normal person, you do the slow landing, which it actually looks okay. It looks a little bit better than going back to locomotion, because going back to locomotion it still has that with like sliding, but we can fix that anyway. So, but the stuff that you will always do that. So we will we will basically have the same problem, but like inverting the outcomes, right? So always do the safety one that looks cool, or always do, and you don't have to do anything. But now you don't do anything, and you always have the shitty one. So it's almost like we always have two opposites. We don't have
Yeah, hundred
anything
percent, right? Like you have to, yeah. It's such a weird balance because it's sometimes landing on your feet makes sense because it's like, oh, why I safety tap that? Because then, like you said, like you really don't want the default behavior to be the safety tap. Because I think it takes away from it. I think it's cool when you see it happen because like, oh yeah, I really dropped off
yeah,
that. And I think that's the element of like being more present in terms of making an input that it will gain, right? Making an input because then it's like I dictate when I roll, I dictate how often I don't roll, I dictate all that stuff, which makes it so that that behavior I can sculpt my experience with that. On the flip side, it then is like, yeah, but like really a normal landing in this scenario just doesn't make sense. But then should I be bailing it? It's interesting because then potentially you may want to just drop off something and safety tap because you want to, not because you know what I mean, just because I want a safety tap. Like yeah, I want a safety tap. Like
yeah,
that's just what I want to do. So yeah,
yeah,
it's a tricky one. I feel like because I could see both sides quite well. Do you mean in terms of like both sides make a lot of sense? Like the making it a default makes a lot of sense because then it's more that the system's more dynamic or reactive. But then in a way, you then take away some control from the player. But then you take away some control to gain a little more like fluidity of like input wise. You don't have to press as much. But then it's like, yeah, but then you lose the ability to sculpt your experience that way. So it's one of those things. I bet you in the final game it's probably the kind of thing that is an option, right? Just like, oh, do you want automatic safety roll landings or
mm,
whatever? And then it's like if you don't do it, you bail, right? But I think like adding because already like because I'm also like, do we want to give them so many landing options that there's infinite things to think about? Like you're already thinking about what I want to do move wise. Then we're also thinking about okay, I want to roll for scoring, and then you're also thinking about no, I need to safety tap so I don't actually bail. And then I think because then it's also quite vague, like in terms of like how high is a safety like because then I think one of the issues is like at least with the roll, right, you can make it high enough where it's like, yeah, that makes sense, right? That makes sense. That it would bail because I didn't roll, right? Yeah, it's okay. I
yeah,
just dropped off a building. Yeah, if I didn't roll, it makes sense. With the safety tap, because it's gonna be such a gray area, that number, it's kind of like, why did I bail?
yeah,
Did I bail because I didn't
yeah.
safety tap?
Or
But it
why
doesn't
did
look
that?
that high.
Yeah,
It doesn't look that high, really. I think, yeah, I think for like, because it's not as intuitive to know because I've seen people take big landings and land on the feet. I've seen people take smaller landings and safety tap out. So, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like that one where the player intuition to know when to do it. We're relying on them really understanding the fundamental like physics of the fall, but how are they going to know
yeah,
that? So I think for that, I think we have to have a level of abstraction there where it's like, yeah, you don't need to know
no,
that you fell for 0.9 seconds and therefore you have to press the
yeah.
safety tap button. Otherwise, you would bail. Because if they drop, if a player runs off, can't see my screen. Let me show my screen.
Actually, David, like, give me 2 minutes. I need to grab something.
Quite like this style to me. Yeah, I think they got to be automatic. I ain't gonna lie. That's what my brain is telling me. Because I think understanding what that case is gonna be is more. Because even I'm like, when? Because I think if you don't know exactly when you should safety tap versus when you shouldn't, as like a even as like a programmer, already I'm like that's confusing. What in God's green earth is going on here? What? Some definite dodgy stuff with. Yeah, okay. This rotation stuff's getting crazy. Yeah, we got to sort that out because I think that's now messed up a bunch of stuff, like the vault and stuff. Oh, why can't I vote? Yeah, it's screwed up a ton of stuff. Okay, we got to sort that out. Yeah, yeah, it's messed up too much stuff. I think I know what I think I know what that mess is though. That definitely something with the rotation of crap. Oh, it's because I'm out of stamina. I was wondering what was going on. Yeah, it's going on. It's going on botched. All right, let's yeah. Yeah, that's what that's one fix. One fix. Now let's my back is actually just destroyed. No, I don't actually know what I've done to it. It's in absolute pieces. Hey, Stimly 5435. How are you doing? I really wish YouTube just let you play music. Man. It's just so miserable. Bloody copyright crap. Very annoying. Um, Oh, goes back to one. Dodgy. Dodgy, dodgy, dodgy. What in God's green earth? Excuse me, sir. What are you going on there? What in the world? Huh? Huh? Uh, yeah, I don't know about that, Jeff. Extremely dodgy. The actual location.
Before they turn off all the lights, I won't read you your wrongs or your rights. The time has gone. I'll tell you.
Ah, why am I drinking too much coffee? All right,
There we go.
so yeah, let me do that
Uh, uh, uh,
anyway.
so Dado, I fixed the that root stuff. That a lot of stuff's working again. Just last thing I need to tweak and fix. The is there something you change when setting the rotation of the character? Because now it seems as though they always rotate during like do we?
Uh, no, I mean, not that I know of, but I saw that. Yeah, it's pretty weird now. It's quite bad. Yes.
Oh, wait, hold on though. It's wait. So we always apply that trajectory error thing, no matter what now.
Uh, let me check.
Yeah, because I don't ever see where you can't where you don't not where you don't apply.
So you're looking at the.
Oh yeah, here, hold on, because you've got here. Check if we really need can up trajectory here. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, okay, hold on. Think I might have spotted ya. Think I might have spotted it. Oh,
So
okay.
I
So we got
noticed
rid of.
that can update movement, it was commented out, but it was already commented out. So
No, but like this can update trajectory in one of your checks is gone now, which
okay, yeah, that might be. What is it?
in the hold on, let me bring it back in the can update trajectory. I'm guessing you need that's a locomotion component, yeah. But
Yeah, it rings me a bell. I think that went missing.
yeah, that's gone missing now. Oh no, oh no method of that exists. Okay, so this is calculate desired trajectory. Okay, so I think can update trajectory, I guess, is in I guess really that is a parkour component, guy, because we're querying all the managers. Um,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
so and the managers are no
I
longer
mean,
stored in this.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
we
the
need to
managers
get.
aren't stored here anymore. Okay. Okay, I think that's the. It looks as though that's the. Let me just bring it back and see if that's the fix, and then once I've seen if that's the fix, then I'll. Oh, wow, my back is in pieces. Jesus, I think I need like painkillers, like serious ones. Um. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. So let's go into this guy here. Right. Apply trajectory. So apply trajectory arrow is in the locomotion connect. Okay, great. So it's this guy here, right? Whatever we need to. Well, to be fair, this is one of the things we needed to look. We needed to check anyway, because there's something with the rotation that's a bit off for a lot of stuff. So we needed to check this anyway. But we can do that together today. Because that was actually ironically the next thing I want to move on because I want to add in back in the balancing and stuff. So yeah, let's do that in a bit actually. So first and foremost, I want to bring it back, get everything back to stable, and then we can move that. So, oh, wow, I'm actually in serious pain. Okay, so let's say you guys can't even see my screen. Hold on. Let's say here. Now we don't really want this guy here. Mm, now this locomotion component, however, yeah, this guy really shouldn't be querying anything. Yeah, this guy can't know about the parkour component. So it's got to be that. Okay, so yeah, okay. Create declaration.
But that would be one of the cases, right, in which we need to use that property bridge. Like we said, okay, yeah, just let's save that data into you know a property.
Yeah,
But
I mean, yeah, potentially. I just want to get it. I want to get everything back to being how it was. Um, so I want to make sure this, um, yeah, this is still working again, and then we can see how we can sort out. Because it's easier to make it work better once it's work.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I mean, the first version you always have to be like pretty rough, and then you just refine it once you know that it's working. But
mm,
you need to have it that working for it
yeah.
to be able to be refined.
Let's do it.
In a
Let's do
bit,
it.
you will see that there are gonna be less and less of this back and forth once we got the correct structure. So.
I don't even necessarily like this. Yeah, because this stuff I don't like either. What was the one I had before? Yeah, it's all a bit of a mess, really. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, it seems redundant. Yeah, because we're just repeating all this crap. Need to store these guys in arrays, really. But okay. Let's just see if this fixes some of the issues we've had. There it goes, like that. What caused all this? Dado. Dado and his terrible code. I'm joking. Now we did like quite a big merge, so it was bound to like we merged a lot of stuff. Um, with a lot of refactoring, so it was kind of bound to happen at some point. But they're all pretty one line mess ups. Well, not mess ups, but one line changes. They just need bringing back or and then refactoring. So I just want to get it back to how it was before, and then once it is, then we can refactor it again and get it working good. So that's basically what's up. For the first time, I'm gonna defend Guns here. It was not him. It was Guns. I rarely defend Guns, but I will. I don't know why I'm so tired today. Absolutely shattered. Oh, oh, I've created a board for the mocap stuff. By the way, Dada.
Yeah, I was thinking about those. Yeah, I think we really need to get that
So
thing going.
if can you see my screen?
Um,
No, I'll share it. I'll share it in Discord. On. Um. So if you see here now, we have I've just ran some bits and bobs. So we got all the animation captures to capture. So this will have all of them, and in there, this is like the generalized one, right? Then in here, you can add like all the ones that you more specific stuff, right? As in how you want to do. So when he says wall climbing, we can have wall climbing like idles, movement, whatever it is. But this is the general thing that you're going to capture. So like vaults down, descents, sliding line animation. So then in here, I'll add like
yeah,
pole slide land, thingy slide land, walk, thingy, like, you know what I mean? Like, just all that stuff. I mean, let me just actually. Back. Can't even concentrate. This thing is an agony, man. You don't even know what I've done. Like your foot injury. It still seems completely botched. See, why is he moving? Like midair. What? No, I know I should not be able to do that. Yeah, what is going on, man?
Yeah, that is like that glitchiness there. It's
Well, I can
weird.
completely rotate him while I'm vaulting, which has never been the case, but now it is. What is going on, man?
Um, can you check the we don't have anything that we might need into define the IK points because that function is completely commented out.
Yeah, but
So
we shouldn't. There's nothing there that'll be used. Is definitely making it.
oh, so you fixed the. I left the comment there. Like check if we really need the can update trajectory here, right?
Yeah, I brought that back.
Okay, yeah. So if we comment out the set word rotation, then if that's still doing it, it means that then the next thing that we need to check is the inputs are always elaborated because I think I remember, and that is where so I killed the control manager and the trace manager. So I think that is something that got lost into the control manager, possibly.
Okay, no, because it always says using data-driven trajectory, which is wrong. Oh no, no, hold on, I need to just debug here. Um, yeah, let me, you know, what, let me comment out this set world rotation crap. Sorry, what? So did I say that again? What did you do?
So the control manager and the trace manager now they're completely gone, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it looks like something got lost when we replaced the. Before we had a kind of a lot of checks in the control manager say, okay, don't update the position if this and that. Maybe something got lost there. Maybe something is always updated. So it looks like one of those cases in which the input is always active and
Mm.
it shouldn't be.
Yeah, and but it's driving the rotation of the character, which is the one thing that I'm like, really shouldn't be happening. Because even if I'm doing it, but I'm saying, yeah, yeah, something. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, okay. It's the set world rotation. So, okay, so that's okay, it's fixed now. Okay, so it was that. I thought so. It made the most sense. So let me just to confirm. Let me say updating. That kind of update trajectory then must be going dodgy. Um, let's see this. That's fine. I'm quite happy about that actually.
Yeah, good code.
I'm also happy because it means I know where the problem lies rather than having to find where the problem lies. Always hate that. Like, 'cause when you see it and you're like, okay, this is causing it, it's like nice. But when you're like, "Oh, somewhere something is causing it, it's like, crap.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is why I'm a big fan of like if you go like that function they chooses the trajectory, that is the only place where you are allowed to rotate the character. Otherwise,
Yeah.
there is this endless journey on trying to find where something can happen.
Yeah,
Think it goes.
100%. Let me also take off this gravity choice crap. These debug lines will piss me off. I did some more, but I don't remember where. Oh, here. No. Oh, here. This is where I did them. Oh, wow. Which is okay, yeah. Cool. That makes sense. It's me. Cool. I know the streaming guys are probably thinking that looks, don't say cool, that looks broken, but it's broken. It's brokenly fixable, which is what matters most. Huh? See, this is the most useless. This is literally saying return that, which is already doing what it is. Yeah, this guy doesn't. Why this guy exists? Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It has absolutely no reason to exist. Trajectory guy. Oh no! Hold on a hot damn second. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Date trajectory. Not that dude. It's this dude because he's actually doing quite a good job in the sense of the wall. It's the trajectory crap. So that guy works fine. Yeah, this guy. So let's. Oh my god! I'm so stupid. I'm such an idiot. I was just so wrong. Um, that is so wrong. That's just so wrong. Um, yeah, no, they all need to be true. uh, yeah, they all need to be true because basically what I was doing here is saying if this one can, all that can. But technically, if you're not vaulting, these other guys are true. But they all need to be true in order for that case. This is dodgy. Um, Not really, but it's a yeah. This doing this chat like that. Really, we should just iterate through the managers, and if any manager says, "Hey, it should just the manager should just consume this component's ability to do so." Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
you know
something
what?
that we really need to get
Yeah,
because
because there's
I don't
loads of
want to
stuff actually.
have yeah case every time we add the manager. Every time we add the
Yeah, because
manager, we
like
need
all of this can go. Like the is jumping, all this stuff. Realistically, all of these should just be parkour component variables because, and then they should all be held in the component, and then the manager can tell the component can like set the component state because every time you add one, it changes up this thing. Because like is in air isn't necessarily a manager thing. The manager says, "Oh, parkour guy, you're in air." Um, yeah, that's you know what? That's actually they should all have the ability to. So we give it a jump manager one, which goes back to its own parkour component and says you're in air. Um, because they're all just because when he's because it's jumping is like if that's jumping, all that's jumping, all that's jumping, all that's jumping, then you're jumping. But really, the jump manager should be like parkour component, I am jumping. Then the parkour component is like we're jumping. Yeah, yeah. Because I think a lot of this stuff, like we're saying, like is jumping, has landed. All of these are in the parkour component, but they're technically variables held in the manager.
yeah, yeah. Like if there is
But they
something
shouldn't be.
that is in common
Yeah,
there, it should be like
it should be put up to the owner
every
component.
manager needs to implement that, and by default, is whether true or false. Because then you need to query because you don't want to miss out. You don't want to retype. Oh yeah, we got a new manager, so add another 10 lines of code on each of those places. Right. That also breaks a few rules.
Oh, what in God's green earth? Scene trace is empty. Ooh, that's interesting. Scene trace is empty. What we do? This guy has foothold. This guy here, our scene trace guy, is empty.
Mm. It looks like something is removing the component from the character because that
So,
unique pointer usually is deleted when father is deleted. So it looks like something has killed the parkour component.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's dodgy. Okay. Well, it fixed that was a fix for the other problem. Okay, so we need to. I'm not going to do that move now because we need to do it for all of them in terms of moving all the things to the parkour component. I'm not doing that right because when I move it, I'll move all of them across. Um, this guy here. Ugh, better annoyed. Um, yeah. Any clue what's killing this?
Hmm.
Because it works. Seems to
Wow,
work.
I mean,
Where else
does
do we
it
use
like
seed controls? We use it
doesn't work
loads.
anymore at all?
Let's Well, let me try it and let me just do the first thing you do is to do that. I mean, I feel like it's going to just crash straight away again, but that four is so dodgy as well. Yeah, thought so. Okay, so it is just non-existent in that. Weirdly though, the fine ledge works fine. Um, that's really weird. Have you got any idea, Dana?
So that is 100%.
Yeah,
Damn. Okay.
scene trace is
Okay.
empty in this now.
Yeah. Let's see if you go if you look at the variable this in the debugger window, right? Yeah. If you open up that, um, so
See, like
all the managers are okay, right? But ST is empty. Can you spot anything not quite right into this? Because everything else, right? It looks
which is fine.
valid, right?
And this is obviously the parkour component itself,
Yeah.
so it has to exist. So it's for some reason this value here, this pointer is
It's just
lost.
it cannot be the first time that we use the scene trace, right?
Yeah, but it's the first time we've had it as like a variable. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, one sec. Are we are we using this in another component?
Oh, hold on. We only
Yeah.
initialize it in the locomotion component. We don't.
No, no, no. I
No, here.
think Yeah, but I think the locomotion component, right? Does it call? Yeah, it calls something in the character owner that calls the parkour component, right? So when does this happen? Does it
Oh
happen?
yeah, that's what that change would have done, isn't it? Because
Yeah, yeah,
the locomotion component obviously has got its scene trace stuff here, but then in this can update trajectory
yeah,
here we call this guy,
yeah,
and this guy calls the parkour component.
yeah. So does it happen as soon as you start the game?
No, it only happens when I do. This is the thing: is it only happens when I do an arm jump.
When you're doing an arm jump. Okay, that okay.
Well, I mean, let me get rid of this, right? And let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that would work, but um
Oh yeah,
what? Oh, have you noticed that now the game is back, like starting like very fast when you press
yeah. I have
play?
noticed actually. I don't need to open up the previous one before. Um. Yeah, it feels weird that they're both um the individual components have their own scene trace variable.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Um, I mean, theoretically, if we're willing to be a little bit more verbose the with the function call, we can all have it that is purely functional programming, right? And and just call those functions. And mm, that is almost like calling the raw trace function from a real, which uh, yeah, I'd like to just call okay ray trace from here to here without having to specify 20 million things. So
Yeah.
you can do it with macro maybe, but not really.
Oh no, it still crashes.
Mhm.
What the
So what
hell?
is this scene trace? Where is it from?
It's in the like this here. No, no, no. It's scene owner. It's scene owner. Yeah, but it's because this guy
So st is still empty, right?
is empty. Yeah.
Okay. Um can you put a breakpoint in parkour component begin play and check that st is valid? Actually, what does it? Where do we create st?
Oh, in
Oh
the
no, in
human
the human.
human actor
Okay.
component. Yeah.
Yeah. It's, yeah. Okay. Let's see.
What's weird though is that we use it for all the other ones, like the fine ledge and whatnot,
Yeah, something shady going on there.
which is what is really
Something.
no. But obviously, the only difference is that this guy is called inside of. It's
Yeah,
called through this guy saying get ledge type,
yeah,
rather than it being purely in the parkour pro. I
yeah.
mean, to be honest, actually, I bet you we could just, you know what, I know a fix for that to get rid of this freaking function. If that is the real thing causing the problem.
Yeah, but shouldn't be that. Like, it shouldn't really be. Yeah, let's see. Like, let's see what this thing is.
Yeah.
Uh, is the so ST is valid here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. So let's make it run. Um. Can
Well, I have
you?
one of the things we could do. Like I already kind of seeing one way to to do this already. That I'm like, maybe we should have just done that anyway. Is yeah, that ledge type can just be part of that ledge data, which it really should be actually. I don't know why it isn't.
Yeah.
Okay, give me two.
Yeah.
I'll fix this. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
Actually, already. I think I know the fix already.
Yeah. So this is what I was referring to. Like, writing intrinsically good code will almost force you to fix the bugs, and you cannot just say, "Oh no, I'll just do it rubbishly," because like it won't work, right?
Yeah. Okay, let me. What I'll do is. Oh my god, my back is like. Russian agony. What's going on with this freaking function? What is going on here, man? This parkour traces function is giving me an absolute headache. Do you have this too, where you can't edit it? Dado. Hello. Okay. chats, good chats, good chats. Um, being so dodgy, man. I'm having a bit of a night with this guy. This dude is just so weird. I don't even know. Anyway, so it's being really dodgy, man. And now it's working. Bloody hell. We cannot resolve. Ah, hold on. Ah, that'll be why. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. See, that makes sense. This is a parkour component function. Yeah, that's the call to tick. But it's defined in the A human. Yeah, okay. That'll be why. Um, so yeah, Freud, that will be why. Okay. See, I'm on my fixing grind today. I knew it. It's because it's held in a different scope. Ah, mate. This will fix it as well. I already know. So, I mean, that is actually kind of a good spot to be honest. Um, but let's go in here. Yeah. Okay. Because we may need this actually more than we more than we actually know. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna add to my to-do list. My cleanup. Um, move get ledge type to trace data drop and assign that and setting the trace data for normal and drop ledge. I'll just you guys see what I'm typing, I guess. And then we want to refactor the unjump call to get the ledge type from the trace data and not from ledge type function call. Got you. Okay, that's what it will be. Yeah, because so basically we had hey guns, how you doing? Yeah, basically we had this guy was a parkour component function, not a human actor component one. Which is why I was wrong because the human actor is actually what stores the scene trace. So if you're calling it on the parkour component, it doesn't actually have anything to the scene trace. Now you're calling it here in the scope of this guy, so you see it, but it don't actually have it. That will fix it because now it's not called here. Now in the human character code, we have our get ledge type. I think it might have just been something that was missed. To be fair. So yeah. I mean, this all needs to change anyway because it needs to be. Yeah, we need to pass in a data, the direction, and all that kind of crap, and we need to do it for both the drop ledge and the normal edge. But I just want to make sure that that was the thing causing the problem. So, I mean, I want to leave that as it is, but get ledge. So let's go P owner. Get ledge. Yeah, and then then really, if we wanted to call it through that, we would have to have like a ledge type call in here that the guy could then use, um, which is just wrong. I'll be honest with you. I don't like that either. Let's do that, and instead, then let's get the ledge try type. Like so, when we assess the ledge point, right, and then what we'll do is when we do this get the ledge type, we will we'll pass in the we'll pass in the trace data. Um, yeah, because what does this guy use? This guy needs the normal, the location. Yeah, that will actually just work because we move it out the inverse and go back from that point. Yeah, that will work fine. We just need to pass in the trace data for that guy then. Then we need to simplify this where it gets called in a couple of different places. But what I'm going to do here is const trace data. think we can make this guy const too. Right, I was gonna say it can't be a const because it's too, yeah, a bit too far. And then okay, cool. And then that way, when we do get ledge type, we then just say ledge trace data, right? And then other playtime when we use it, we say now we may need to do this in a couple other places depending on how what we handle this guys with, and if we want to get what the types are, yada yada yada. But generally, pretty much just for these two. And then now in this guy, we just say get the trace data, do the ledge type for this guy, and then we can also use it for descent to specify what kind of thing you're dropping down into. So, let's see if this builds. It should. I don't see anything wrong with that now. Yeah. Now it's a human actor component trace rather than because before it was a parkour component trace, but was called on a human actor.
Yeah, David, just to let you know, I cannot hear you at all if you are talking.
Right now, wait, you can't hear me?
Oh, oh, I'm a complete idiot. It's my audio.
Can you hear me
Sorry,
now?
Dave. Oh, I was like last like 10 minutes before. Where did it go? Yeah, sorry. I probably missed lots of your talking.
I fixed it, so it's all good. Fixed it and improved it. I noticed what the problem was.
Why was that thing like empty?
Say again.
So why was that ST
So
empty there?
I think it was because it was technically a parkour component thing. So um it hadn't changed. The get ledge trace wasn't like, you know how the fine ledge and all that were human actor component things that were called from the parkour component. The other one was a parkour component one, and I don't think parkour component had a scene trace one. So then it was empty. So we were setting the human actor one to the value, not the parkour component one to that. Something dodgy there, I think, played it. So I changed it into a human actor one, and then now in our trace, the ledge data stores its own version of the ledge type. which is better anyway because then for like dropping down all these different ledgers, you shouldn't have to query a completely different function. You should just be able to pass what my trace data is. You should just be able to say, get me my ledge. What type of ledge is it? So yeah, it's just better now anyway.
Okay.
But I've turned something off in regard to the trajectory. I can't remember what it
Oh
was.
yeah, the rotation, right?
Oh yeah, okay. I was like, why is he moving? Oh no, the rotation's there. What have I turned? I've turned off something somewhere else to not let it. I think I know. Um, don't remember what I've turned off. No.
Oh
What
yeah,
have I?
now it does the full motion matching all the time.
Yeah, I don't remember what I turned off though, because I know I turned something off. Oh man, some flag. I just don't remember where. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, in the character. Okay, found you. I'll tell you. I actually just um. I don't know how people can find it. I just can you diff any of this? Can you do this stuff with like Blueprint? I don't. Is it possible to like you can't diff like a binary file though, can you?
There is a way to diff a blueprint, I think, but you need to enable the source control integration in a real, and as soon as you do that, everything becomes like 10 times lower.
Hmm.
So yeah, I disabled that.
Madness. There's times when I'm like, I don't know how people make games with blueprints. I'm
Me
like,
neither.
I don't know how it's actually possible. Yeah, so hold on though. Then how do you like? You know how like if you were actually in a team and you had to like do like requests for like pull requests and shit, so then you couldn't just check stuff in until someone else checked it. Yada yada yada. How would you even check that stuff? Like, how would you know what changes someone's made without going into the blueprint, checking through it that way, and then?
Uh, yeah. Um. Yeah. I don't know how you would actually review a change, right? Like in general, like how do you review? I mean, I guess like you will need to enable the integration, uh,
Yeah.
the source control integration, but at the cost of like everything being
But, but
extremely
you
slow.
just can't merge though. So how do you actually work with more than one person?
No, I think you do like the same thing that the flip guys did. Like,
Like checking
yeah,
out
just call
files.
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
Okay, that
the
makes sense.
very very old way and old school of doing stuff is exclusive checkout. And we had back in the days we had exclusive checkouts even for source code, so that was bad, especially if like you go on holiday and you forget to release the lock, and then nobody could
Huh.
ever use that file again.
I feel like I've something's changed with the. What is up with it? Something feels just off. I don't know what it is. Something it might be my controllers to be honest. It's being crazy. but it feels off with the locomotion. That too, something's off. I just can't. I don't know what it is. Yeah, like what? Something's all a little bit off. I just can't. Yeah, with the climbing, it's so wrong. It like, it's just wrong. I don't know. The jump feels fine. It's just the climb feels like it jumps like a meter too early every time.
Yeah, I noticed that the climb now just bang into
But it
the
was
wall.
there was a point. It was so. Sorry, my video broadcast is crashing. Can you hear me now, though?
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something just feels off. Um, with a lot of things, I just can't. I don't know. Like I feel like everything is like 10% worse.
Yeah, yeah. I think that may well be. Let's. Yeah, I mean, let's start like going one by one and just taking stuff off.
Are the are the
Okay.
are the rolls in?
Sorry.
Are the rolls? Like, can you roll now? Or did you disable them?
I don't know. You can. Yeah.
See, because it doesn't pick up any of my landing. Like I can't stick, or like half the time it doesn't roll anymore.
What?
And yeah,
What
the
the heck?
fall's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. I can't lie to you. So I don't know, it's just it feels like a different game. It's so weird. Like even the locomotion feels off. Was there any changes in regard to any of that stuff?
No, locomotion is should be as it was before, but
But even the
obviously
jumping,
everything
like
is.
there's this like it just feels maybe the blend is off, and then that fall has a little bit dodgy. I don't know. It just feels a lot worse than it did yesterday. Um, can't quite. Yeah, I don't know. Something seems wrong. I don't know what it is. Um, yeah, I don't think we should have done as big of a merge as in one go. Maybe we should have been bit by bit. I'm
Yeah,
wondering.
but like it was. literally like one thing that like it was like touching everything else. It was like,
Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah, I think.
yeah, this is why like I much prefer having this system in which we are in a lot more refined control of, of things. Yeah, because once we start fixing stuff, it would just be, like just be a lot more controlled. And
Yeah,
so
I
let's
understand.
keep
It's not just
going
me.
through
I
this.
am noticing it. Like, it's one of those ones where you can feel the change like quite drastically. And I mean, if you can see it, then I can definitely feel it. Um, I'm not entirely sure what the change is though, that is having caused that. Um, don't actually know. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, because I'm. I might roll it. No, because variations we have. Oh, one thing to check actually for those climbs. Let me find one of the animations that's really being dodgy. So it's one of these climbs. So 277009. Yeah, that one's being super dodgy. Oh, hold on. Oh, the roots are the middle of the feet. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's wrong. Root being at the middle of the feet. For a climb, really should be at the pelvis. There's no reason to be at the middle. Um.
Yeah, so that thing there, right? I think that is a good case. When we started playing with the feet, the pelvis, and the thing, and because I have to re-elaborate all
Everything,
the
yeah.
animation in one go, I think that is a very good case in which we need to make sure that when we make some changes, it really propagates correctly. Otherwise, next time you will
Hmm.
re-elaborate the animation and you left the root wherever you left it, it's
Yeah, and then it's all dodgy. Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Let's check. Let's see that. Let's see if this is the driving force behind such dodgy climbs. It really shouldn't matter. That's the only thing that's like pissing me off. That looks a lot. There we go. Okay. Okay. Is it how much better that is? Wow. Okay, that did fix it, which is good. Look at that. Oh, now it's flawless. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We need to just I think like we said that like check-ins now from now on it's got to be like once you. I think ourselves like just we'll review the check-in before we check in actually. Especially I think if it's like a minor one, yeah, whatever. But then if it is to do with like things that will propagate a lot to like across a lot of other stuff, really got to be yeah. So there's re-elaborate all types. That will just get all of the climbs, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Lovely, jubbly.
it take like a minute, but it's very fast now.
A bit of both, some root motion and then some physics based stuff. Ideally, hopefully, at the end of this, it can pretty much just be physics based stuff. Because I think you can. I think you can do it. But yeah, a little bit of both. That's been the hardest part, really, just merging the two together, really. Merging and transitioning between the two. Yeah, I bet you there's a couple things off with some stuff in that regard, like feet middle, just cross, like off pelvis project, landing, feet was forward, pelvis project otherwise. Oh, it really didn't take long to be honest. I love that it doesn't crash now. It's just actually so beautiful.
That
No, I
is
can't.
nice. Yeah.
It's just amazing. Every time I do it, I'm like praying that it doesn't crash.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the vaults are fine. To be fair, yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's much nicer. Okay, so let's do 3 back-to-back climbs. One. No way you've come back. What is going on? This was never the case before. Do 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 do. Okay, so don't know if I like that, but let's see here. Um, hmm, highly sus. I'll let you guys see what I'm actually doing. Oh no, that's not why it froze. Sorry, you couldn't see. It didn't actually crash. It was just a debug thing. I should have showed you the code. The debugger popped up because I've got it on debug editor. So yeah, it didn't crash there. Um, yeah, no, it's funny. Also love the innovation in the UI and stuff. Haven't been hearing about the automation. Cheers, days. Yeah, it feels a lot better now. Like you can see, it's yeah. So like if I do back to back here, it'll crash like this. Because it's pinging one of the things. But if I play again, it'll come back and it's just fine. Um, but that I need to, because then if I do this, it's fine. Um, but and I actually know what it is because I fixed it with the jump. Um, it's just when you do so if I do this, it's when the owning component doesn't release it in time. So you just have to create a bit of a. We walk up to this guy. Yeah, so it doesn't do it for crazy back to back ones like this, but it does for the other ones. So I just need to sort that out. I remember doing it before. To be fair, I fixed it before. I just got to do the same. Orlando callback. Just got to remember what I do. I don't remember what I did to fix that. What did I do? I did something to fix it. I just trying to remember. Um, trying to remember exactly what I did. I think we have an animation, just haven't added it. um, oh, I know what I did. Hold on. I think I know what I did. It was crap here. This is what I did. Yeah, there we go. This is the dodgy face. Uh, that was the fix. Because yeah, when you try and change the type or something with the motion modifier, the root motion modifier, it does some dodgy stuff with like a relevant component that it doesn't actually release, and then you then try and grab it and it doesn't
Oh
grab it,
yeah,
and it
that
says,
is evil. I thought that
yeah, I
we
fixed it. I actually found the solution to properly reset it, and it's just like I just don't mess around with that crap. Like don't I well, not don't mess around. I don't like then trying to change it like that on the fly because it never works well. So I just then like almost basically deinitialize any of the things so that it doesn't do anything. Um,
Um,
and
didn't we didn't say that we don't need to use that like ad hoc version anymore? Like, why we can just use the normal warping stuff?
what do you mean?
So that warping component, like I copied off the Unreal Engine one, and I created our own uh, motion warping component because we needed to tweak those, the scale
Mm.
factor at runtime, right? But if we don't need that, then we can just completely remove the motion warping component from our own source code and just use vanilla Unreal
Yeah,
Engine
yeah,
one.
yeah. I mean, I don't use that one, so there might be something there going on. Definitely have a look. But yeah, we can remove that. I think really what we should do is actually do that, but because there's still some behavior in there that I want to fix. Because I think you can do all of that with physics. So I would like to actually get in there myself and play around in there because I've seen how they do it, and it's like it works, right? Scaling on that, like it's just with some matrix stuff, like scaling in that direction, yada yada yada. But I think you can inject some like physics. Oh, let me actually test out the thing I wanted to test out. Yay! It doesn't wake. Look at that, fixed. Oh, ignore the forward. It's a bit dodgy. We'll go fix that. But now it doesn't crash if you notice. Oh, oh, you weren't meant to see that yet. Oh, yeah, that fall's dodgy. Wow, that fall is dodgy, man. Why is it? It's probably because of the blend, actually, isn't it? Yeah, because it goes straight into. Okay, there's something dodgy there. Ugh, whatever it is, me no like it. Yeah, it's so weird. And even that, like, that's just weird. Like that, what? That one's nice. See, I think you need to really preserve. Yeah, definitely that blend out. That one blends out okay, but yeah, it's definitely the blend out on that. Yeah, that fall is so dodgy right now. Okay, we gotta fix that. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the fall of the land. It feels weird and do it like yeah, like now landing on like normally feels worse. Maybe it's just the animation. I don't know. I don't know. I'm torn if I prefer the older way of falling to the bit where it goes straight back into the. Maybe it's just the animation that's jarring me.
Yeah, no, I think like in that case there, right? Like he shouldn't even fall. He should just go, straight into the locomotion, right?
Yeah, it
Like,
just shouldn't even. Yeah, I don't see why it bothers to even do the falling animation. I'd honestly,
no,
for
but
this
like,
for this scenario, for this case now, I'd rather him just run off the thing. Like,
yeah, yeah. No,
I mean,
because I think
sometimes it's actually not terrible. The odd time,
yeah, but the problem is
yeah,
that I haven't like waited yet to the height of the fall, because we don't predict yet how high you're gonna fall, right? For so I think like we can do two ways, right? If we predict the fall well, we can see how a real shortfall would work out. But if that doesn't work out well, then we just let the locomotion going, right?
that's what I think.
And
Yeah,
also now, because before we had only one fall, okay. Now I fixed that. So if you now elaborate any fall, and you can choose the one that are in air, it will actually use that. And the one that I elaborated, I think it starts way too soon. Okay, so but that is good because to fix that, we just have to just choose a good animation. But yeah, I still need to have, I need still need to have the couple of bits of logic there, which I'm actually doing now. About the fall, the like when it's short and that safety type of thing. So to go back to the like safety tapping versus rolling and that stuff, right? I think what we should go for is there's only one tap hold like scenario, right? Um, so and that tap that hold will result into either a roll or a safety roll depending on the height and randomized on that.
yeah, yeah. Okay, some stuff is fixed. It's feeling fixed. Still some dodgy behavior here and there. Um, but that fixed the climbing. Okay, so let me just see what is working fine again. So yeah, yeah, uh, yeah, dive rolls all good. Um, yeah, it's locomotion dodgy, but we're gonna work on that. So that's no worries. Yeah, the climbing's rapid now. I won't even lie to you. Yeah, the fall's dodgy as hell, but no way. What? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Why have you done this? Why have you done this to me? No. No. You're no. Well, of course you're gonna be
Is
no.
the notify state the problem?
Yeah, stupid thing. Then I initialize you, dummy. This is not no. It's just so stupid. It's a mess, but yeah, whatever. Let's see here. What? I swear on my life, it was just fixed. Oh, that's because it doesn't have that guy. Ooh, yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Wait, hold on a minute. I'm just deep in something. I don't need this. I don't even need this. Hold on a hot second. Hold on a hot tamale. I don't even need this. Hold on a second. Hold on a hot minute. mister. I don't even need that.
Uh, How many times are you calling reset working?
No, just once, but it's I don't need it. I just realized I do not need it.
Uh, Try to kill the function then.
No, I just
Because
want to. Well, I'm gonna kill it, but I just want to. I want to make sure I don't need it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
I'm saying I don't need it, but that's when I do it and nothing works. And then I'm like, I need it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see, Mister. What are you gonna break for me? Yeah, you are. God damn. Apparently, I need it. This stupid thing. I hate this thing with a passion. It weirdly only happens on. Interesting. That's interesting. Now I have a feeling the cause of this is the yeah.
So,
Okay,
you
I
know
think
when
I'm
you do new object there, that is super, super, super sus. I think that
yeah.
should never be something like that. That should be just the
This
object should
guy
be.
though is this guy. I'm not even. Oh, oh, oh. Hmm. Guy's so sus. It's also such a weird error where in which once you press play it works. It's such a weird like such a dodgy error. I need to actually look at that fully. It's so weird because I literally just did it and then redid the input that I just did that it didn't do it for, and then it did it. I need to. I don't know where the sticks are. Sticks aren't working, but okay. Okay, there's a. Yeah, not sure what the crack is there. All right, so I think I might check in my fixes because I'm going to take a bit of a break. Um,
Yeah,
and I'm going to go gym. Um, so to do is to fix everything. Now,
yeah.
minus this little thing. Um, yeah, minus this little thing, then it is just a case of okay. So really, flips are fine. They feel good. They're not weird anymore. Volts are fine. Climbs are fine, minus the little thing, but I'm gonna sort that out in general. Um, we've got to bring back to write this down actually. So need to do list is to Fix sticks. Fix the rolling. Fix debug crash when chaining climbs. And then we got to fix the falling. And then I think then at that point we're done with the merge, and then we can add /improve locomotion.
Yep.
Okay. That's not too bad. Most things are now pretty stable. Yeah, then we got to add back in like ragdolls and baling and all that kind of crap. Yeah, I think it just needs to play the animation. Like, if it just sacks off this fall. Also, I think if it just did a better fall, it might actually not even be that bad. I think the fall it does, it literally switches feet midair and it just does crazy. So if it probably just kept that, it probably wouldn't be too bad.
No,
See
because
that?
we had like very short falls, which may work, but I think what may work the best is just to let it go. Like for like very small
Ooh,
movements, just let it go.
that's what I think. Yeah,
Because
that
if you
animation there, that
see
21023 transitions out so beautifully.
if you see most of them going out the vaults, they are absolutely flawless, right? So I really don't know why the fall will be any different. Like if you do like going out of a cut pass, it just for the most part is absolutely flawless. So like yeah, it looks like going out of the fall. It has that weird sliding that we don't have in the cut pass or any of the other vaults. So yeah, something sus though.
My controller is screwed as well for when it comes to dead zones. I need to fix that crap. It's like I got flick diagonal right for it to do right. It's just a mess. But that's good also to test, right? All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna check this in and then later tonight. Let's just I'll fix all the rest of this crap, and then we can add back in the balancing, which is the cool thing. I love how since that time, like 4 a.m. in the morning, where I just threw in one animation, we've not we've not been back to it.
Yeah.
If you guys watching, it's really cool though. When I'll do it tonight. When you see it, we see. All right,
Oh
stream.
yeah,
I'll catch you in a bit.
we weren't actually streaming, right? That.
Nah,